especially when scientists talk about deadlines.
Dr. Abramchikov, where do you plan to put your groundbreaking new analysis method into practice? Are you in touch with the Metropolitan Museum?
As the whole project would never have got off the ground without the support of the Russian government, we will of course start here at the State Hermitage Museum in Petersburg.
I'm listening.
It's just as we feared.
How much time do we have?
Little. Too little. Can we stop him?
No, not anymore. Others will come, but not at once. That could be enough for us.
All right. But we must not draw attention to ourselves.
I understand. An unhappy coincidence.
It must look like an accident. Yes. The sea, you seem to. Be careful and remember, those who are without doubt will be rewarded.
Sad story has got its beginning, its time and place, its tragic characters and its puppet masters. Our story began with a phone call.
A home phone with a message recorder can be useful. The time when I would give my cell phone number just about to anybody is long gone. Too bad I didn't get the idea sooner.
You've got one new message.
Ostankovich here. Call me immediately. I repeat, immediately. As soon as you get this message. And Svetlova, get ready to give me a clever explanation for why your cell phone is off all the time. Use your cell phone so that we don't have to go through the identification procedure.
Sergei Vasily Ostankovich, colonel of Russian militia. My former boss at Department 12, art forgery and theft, before I transferred to Interpol. Certainly a man with no sense of humor. Quite clearly in top form again. And the fact he's getting in touch with me here in Lyon doesn't imply anything good. I really have to find my cell phone and call Ostankovich immediately. Even if I somehow forgot the colonel's instructions to call him only from my cell phone, I can't call him anyway. His number's in the cell phone, and I don't know it by heart. When I feel like writing, I need a wastepaper basket near me. It's where most of my notes end up, and it hides the ugly socket. I don't see the point moving the bin around in my apartment and revealing the ugly socket behind it without any reason. Some private notes and newspaper articles. Well, this was a good one. Van Klept was a broker in forgeries. Don't think we care about your police badge. Try poking your curious nose where you shouldn't one more time and... Nice, eh? Van Klept wasn't very pleased when we confiscated $6 million worth of stolen paintings. I dropped into your old department and the Colonel told me that he's heard good things about you from Leon. I'm proud of you, girl. When I see you again, you must tell me all about it, Dad. We never had the opportunity to have that chat. Even though you're off to see the big wide world, try to remember occasionally whose fruit you stole from the fridge in the lab, and don't let yourself fall for any French men. Russian men are the best. Good luck, Sergei. The rest is not worth mentioning. A light switch. These things are used to switch lights on and off. There's a bathroom behind this door. Thank God, I just can't do without having my morning and evening shower. This is where I keep my clothes. Quite ordinary items. No princess robes or shorts with built-in holsters. When I moved in here, this bookcase was nearly empty. I filled it up in no time. I've got a thing about books. A book called The Tales and Myths of Antiquity. Greek gods, heroes, monsters. I loved this, even when I was a little girl. Ares is a fierce and competent warrior, but he doesn't always win. In the battlefield, he sometimes retreats before Pallas Athena, who prevails by her wisdom and serene consciousness of power. A woman coming out ahead of a man? Definitely not where I work. A book called Prometheus brings fire to people and is punished. Sure, no good deed goes unpunished. The more things change, the more they stay the same. A book called When Oedipus came to the city of Thebes, great grief reigned there. The city was tormented by the Sphinx, and it grieved the death of King Laios. An opened CD case. The CD is missing. Getting dressed might be the best thing to do right now. Should I go out wrapped in a towel? I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not really into fashion, but that jacket is really nice. Okay, my phone is in the jacket. I really don't want to carry it around at the moment. I would feel a lot more comfortable to get dressed first. Look through the dresses. No, thank you. There's so few it's depressing. It would only take about a minute to go through my entire wardrobe. An empty CD cover. I wonder what I can use it for. This computer isn't the latest model, but I don't really need much more than access to the internet and sometimes a CD player. This computer isn't the computer crashed a few days ago. Now it won't boot. But why have it repaired? I have a computer at the office and I'm there most of the time. There is a CD in the disk drive. Wonderful music. For work, for rest, for everything. Since the computer will not boot up anymore, the CD is unfortunately quite useless. The album Muriel lent me. I have to give it back to Muriel, or I'll have one less friend. That means none. A permanent pen, ready and waiting for the moment when I finally impose some order on my photo CDs. A permanent pen can always be put to use. My cell phone's charger. The phone has a battery that's long past its glory days. The charger will come in handy. These days I charge the phone more frequently than I use it to make calls. The battery is finished. The news and the film noir. Not much of a choice.
From the scene near DeWitt Clinton Park, the man was identified as Anatoly Abramchikov, a Russian scientist lecturing at a scientific symposium in New York. Police are investigating the case, but so far no signs of violence have been found. In the next item, we'll be talking to Professor Yulia Chenkov, great work friend and colleague of Anatoly Abramchikov's. He'll be on the line from Moscow.
Oh my lord, Abramchikov. That Abramchikov dead? I talked to him a few times when I was in Petersburg. He was going to lecture here on his new analysis method in 2 weeks. This is a really bad day.
Was to be the Petersburg Hermitage, the state museum that has 3 million works of art. It's not certain by how much time the testing phase will be delayed by the tragic death of Professor Abramchikov. In other news today, a senior...
I don't think I need any more bad news. When I feel like... I don't see the point moving the bin around in my apartment and revealing the ugly socket behind it without any reason. When I feel like writing, I'd better hold on to the charger. I've brought this bowl from Petersburg. It's the only thing of my mum's that I have. The jacket Dad bought me when he came to see me here for the first and last time. But that's long in the past. That's where my cell phone is. My cell phone. Sadly, only with a few contacts saved. Doesn't matter anyhow. Most people I have to contact are colleagues at work, and I can reach them over the office phone line. And of course my cell phone is flat again. Oh, damn it. The battery is really no good. How am I to work without a proper phone? A picture of Hermione. I found her outside our house in Petersburg. Poor Hermione. There is a bedroom up there. When I first saw the flat, I knew I had to have it. A flat with 2 levels was always a dream of mine. Modern art. Hard to say what it actually is. However, it's a gift, it's fashionable, and I guess it's really expensive. Look, there's a socket right behind the bin. What a surprise! Good. The charge is in the socket. I don't even know why I bother unplugging it and putting it away. The phone should stay charged for at least 3 days, but at the moment I need to recharge it twice a day. Good. We'll see what that terrible battery can hold. Well, the phone could be at least partially charged now. The battery is the same piece of junk as before, but it might just last a few phone calls.
Finally. You must have time on your hands in Leon. Why let the ringing of a cell phone bother you, right?
The guys in the technical department of Interpol, especially Jennings, are unfortunately unable to repair my cell phone at the moment. Normally I'm accessible all the time, of course. What happened?
Everything I tell you now is strictly confidential. It stays between you and me. No colleagues, no departmental memos, no recordings, nothing. Do we understand each other?
Well, if it's nothing illegal.
Don't make me angry, Svetlova. This matter is too serious. Last night, the security system in the St. Petersburg State Hermitage Museum was out of order for several minutes. Fortunately, the outer perimeter remained functional and its cameras didn't record anything unusual.
That's a nuisance. But if nobody entered the museum, then nothing could be taken either, could it?
I personally examined the place. My initial impression was that nothing significant was missing. But I've got a feeling that something is. No one could give me a good explanation as to how both the main and backup security circuits stopped working at the same time.
If everything is in its place, then it could only mean something's been exchanged for a fake. However, there is nothing on the auto cameras, so the culprit and what he stole would have to still be in the museum. How about a thorough search of the place?
Are you mad? Do you understand what a scandal it would be? A week after they were praising me in the press for my fine work, front page in our most popular daily, and with me about to be awarded the Medal of Honor. No, we must keep it secret. We must find out whether something has really happened, without an official investigation. That means I want to have Max Durand here in St. Petersburg as soon as possible.
But how can he help you there? If you can't even support him officially, he won't be able to do anything.
Listen to me closely. Sure, you're working for Interpol now and no longer for Department 12, so I'm no longer your superior. But I still have enough influence to have you lose your job. You better not forget the interests of your motherland take all precedence. Therefore, be so kind and don't question my decision. Get Durand for me, and if he's hesitant, tell him that I have his file on my table. I can still change my mind about our mutual cooperation. Remind him I could have him arrested and locked up for a very long time. Not to mention that sometimes terrible accidents can happen in prison.
Damn, the battery's flat. Now of all times. I wonder how they would like it at the technical department when I whack their heads with that junk of a battery. God knows when I sent the application for a new one. Damn it, Ostankovich will go ballistic if I don't get Max. Without a working cell phone, I must try to contact him from my office. That's the last drop. The cell phone won't even work when I put it on charge. The battery's gone forever now. Oh, great. Just great. I need a new one from our technical department, now. Maybe I'm uncool, but I just ignore what passes for fashion these days. Leon, my current residence. I haven't seen it at all yet. Most of my time is eaten up by work, and to make things worse, Ostankovich calls. If all the flags of the Interpol member states were here, you wouldn't be able to move. There are almost 80. But some of them are... how should I say this? Not all that cooperative. Remy. He jokes all the time. Damien Neville. I can't remember him or his colleague Remy ever being in a bad mood. Hi, long time no see, Damien. Have you been on holiday?
Nothing escapes you. I was on the Canary Islands for a week. Very touristy, but at least it was warm. I would go again right now.
I was wondering, do you happen to know Muriel? Petite, dark-haired. She works here at the telephone exchange.
I haven't even noticed anyone like that here.
Hold on. Doesn't she mean the one who comes here for her cigarette break?
Come on, she looks totally different. Why are you asking anyway?
She went on holiday at the same time you did, and she was in the Canary Islands as well. She wouldn't tell me who she was going with, so I was thinking that maybe, by pure coincidence, you met there?
No, I can't remember her. I haven't seen her around.
Well, how could you, when you say that you don't even know what she looks like?
Well, Remy, have the Germans arrived? Excuse me, miss, but we are expecting a delegation from Bonn.
Germans? Are they really supposed to come today?
Yes, of course. I'll explain it to you straight away. So, chatting about the girl working at the telephone exchange has to wait. I'm sorry.
Sure, Damien. Of course. Damien Neville. Did anything interesting happen today?
Let me think. No, nothing. Not yesterday or the day before. Or 2 days before that, either. Perhaps I should ask about the last time something unusual happened.
So, when did something out of the ordinary happen?
I can't really remember. What about you, Remy?
I can't either.
So you're a couple. That's great. Anyway, look, I have to run. I can't be chatting all the time.
Ah, Miss Vedlova. How many stolen paintings have you found today?
Well, I'd say about as many as the bullets you fired today.
I'm empty. That's 2 clips. That makes it 24 shots. Just another average day on duty here. What about you, Damien?
It's the same with me, old pal. But I keep 1 bullet for myself, just in case.
You two will drive me up the wall one day. I like talking to them, but I have things to do. Theoretically, tourists could sit around here, if there was anything to see. And if the security didn't send them away immediately. There are two things that keep me awake during a long night working overtime. Sugar and chocolate bars. Without a single scrap of paper. Security checks everything all the time because of possible attacks. A detailed list of all the departments in this building. Lift controls. If I want to go to another floor, I'd better push the button for it. I must get Max. I hope he's at home, or at least in the town somewhere. Here you can find documents for various cases, regulations and directives. However, most of it is accessible online. It's empty. I haven't found time to have it filled yet. Just another month full of work, and then another, and another. I don't see a reason to take anything off the notice board. I forgot to give back the CD Muriel lent me. She'll kill me. I've had the CD for 2 months. It's a reminder to give Muriel back the CD she lent me. Interpol's spokeswoman announced a week ago that the painting's recovered, but it now looks like she was mistaken. There has been no response to our recent inquiries. I enjoy success. But remembering mistakes and not repeating them is more important to me. And this was one of my bigger mistakes. This is a description of a successful operation. Paintings worth almost $3 million were recovered and 3 wise guys are awaiting trial. A short review of a book written by my ex-boyfriend. I don't know why I haven't thrown it away. Which, according to Charlotte Renier, the head of the art theft department, were the result of strenuous effort of her subordinates and herself. That part always makes me laugh. I worked on that case alone. A journalist approached Muriel in the street and asked her what she thought about adding new member states to the European Union. Her response was not exactly breathtaking. It hangs here just to make her happy. This one is about a theft in Madrid. I could have gotten the paintings back if I hadn't made one stupid mistake. I put it up here to remind me not to do that again. A dull report assessing work effectiveness in our department. Renier insists that everybody reads them regularly. Our yearly assessments. Most of my achievements are filed under the result of working in a tightly knit team of the very best people. Interesting how our successes are a result of teamwork, and our failures are the products of individual efforts around here. My work phone. Muriel from the telephone exchange won't have Max's cell phone number, and I haven't memorized it. I don't think I need anything now. I don't think I need anything now.
Technical department, Jennings speaking.
Svetlova, SWOA. I need a new cell phone battery.
Well, if it goes that flat, try to survive a few more days. Some new phones should be arriving shortly.
It doesn't go flat quickly. It doesn't work at all. How am I to do anything with a phone that's no good?
Do you know how much I have on my plate right now? And you're bothering me about a battery for your phone?
Fine. But if somebody can't find me when they need me and something goes wrong, I'll make sure the department knows whose fault it is. Do we understand each other?
Okay, then. Just stay calm. If it's really that urgent, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I'm just completing the issue slip now. We don't have to argue or send complaints, do we?
I don't think I need anything now. An ordinary PC hooked to the internet and to the local network. It seems I'm standing in for Pierre again. I should get it done as soon as possible, or the boss will go wild. Max has cancelled more meetings than I can count. Right now he's busy working for the University of Toulouse. Next time, it might be Paris. Maybe later. I don't think there's a reason to write this email. There's enough spam around already. There's no need to write to him again. All I wanted was a translation from Portuguese, but I managed without him. I don't know what to write now. I don't think there's a reason to write this. So, Max is somewhere at the university in Toulouse and his cell phone is off. Great. And I need to speak with him as soon as possible. That sounds like a perfect job for my friend Muriel working at the switchboard. And that's exactly why she works there.
But what's that? Someone's finally coming to do Monsieur Bouillet's work, but it's just not him.
He asked me to help as a friend. That's how things are in life. But you wouldn't understand that, Demer. You'd have to have friends first.
Friends? All right. You mean those people who keep telling you things you don't care about, and then make you do their work? No, I really don't have friends. Oh God, how could I have missed so much all my life?
Pierre's work, which he tossed at me. Not for the first time, and certainly it won't be the last. Pierre's work, which he tossed at... Pierre's... If this is a forgery, then there must be things that differ from the original. I should mark them somehow. Now I've got everything I need. Let's get the job done. The job which Pierre was to do, of course, and which, as usual, I have to do. Pierre's work. Dumping this dead phone might be the best. I don't see anything to erase. There are no pen markings here. Well, I'd better start all over again. so many mistakes. I should tell Pierre. Right, this should be enough. It's obviously a fake, perhaps even a joke. I should write Pierre the email to let him know it's done.